So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who needs 6 of them? Seriously, like, who needs 6? How you doing? So, a lot of people have been asking me what is in my hiking bag. Main question is, why is my hiking bag so big? It's not a very big bag, it's a 35 litre, but it's normally full. So I think it's a good learning curve is what you need on the trail to cover every eventuality, because I make sure that I am safe on the trail, but I have everything covered. So I decided to do this pack out video. And please in the comments put in anything that you think I should add to it or what I should take away from it. Just remember that I carry a lot of camera gear as well, drones and stuff, so that's why I need the bigger bag. But I have everything in there that's going to cover me for a day in the trail, because you cannot rely on the weather in Ireland or anywhere else. So here's the pack out video. Hope you enjoy it. And here we are. So this is my low alpine air zone 30 litre bag. And as I mentioned, a lot of people asking why is it so full all the time. Now this isn't unpacked yet after my recent trip, so it'll probably be a lot messier. So let's go through it and let's see what's in it. Okay, starting off the sides, obviously I have my water bottles. I'll get rid of them to the side. All depends what you want, like water bottles or water bottles. So on the outside I have this. It is a solar powered wind up light. It's just very handy. I never had to use it, but it will always get you out of a pinch. For me, I just feel better with it on the back of my bag. When I'm out, it's always full, but you can wind it up at the back anyway. But they're cheap, but they will get you out of a bit of a pinch if you're in an emergency. So it doesn't weigh anything, so I don't see why they shouldn't be hanging off every bag, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so on this side I have a bit of a compass, never used. I think I just like the look of it more than anything. It's a bit of a, yeah, I wouldn't even trust that compass to be honest, so I don't know, it's just adding weight. I don't really need it on it. Okay, let's go to the side pockets. So, pair of gloves, chuck them to the side. Extra snood, very, very handy. So there's that. What's in this one? Usually my hat is in that, but I bet you my hat is in here somewhere. So let's have a look. So I have my windshield. That's for the windshield that goes around my stove. Bog roll. I don't have to explain that. There's my lighter. That's my Soto lighter. I always use a sparker flint, but this comes in handy if I ever need to use it. So, yeah, that's that. Nutrigrain bars, number 1. I don't know how many I'm going to have in here because I seem to always pack them, and I can't remember eating them on the trail. So, God knows how many of these are in here. So, that's 1, okay? Oh, look, 2. There's 3. Oh, yes. Okay, what else do I have in here? It's powdered milk. If I need powdered milk for my cup of tea, I'm always boiling up water on the trail, so that's that. Okay, let's go to the inside. Oh, by the way, on the outside of my bag, I always have my E-Trax 20. And always have a second set of batteries in there, even though the batteries last for a long time on this. And I have them on with a carabiner on the side, so always very handy. But I go nowhere without that. It's just the handiest in the world, and you don't always have to have a tray loaded to it. You could just follow the map that's on it. But for me, adore this. I really, really do. If there's anything in this that you want to see an independent review on, I'll happily do it. Not bog roll, but you know what I mean. Let's go to the inner pocket. So, coffees. That's if I'm on a longer trail. This is my first aid kit. It's one that I made up myself, but I've everything in here that I need on the trail. So yeah, do you know what? I'd nearly go and do a quick review of that if people are wondering what I have in there, because I've stuff in here to get me out of every situation. So maybe. Yeah, that's all that's in that. One thing I do, check your bag to see if you have one of these on the inside. Before I start hiking, every time I hook my keys onto this. That's what it's for. But it's just to be on the safe side. I never have to worry about my keys going missing ever, even if I leave the bag open, because they're always going to be attached. So how about check your bag and see if this is in it. But it's a very, very good idea to have it. If you do not have one of these, inside in your inside pocket on this, you could put a carabiner on it and then hook your keys onto that. So no matter what happens, your keys are never going to go missing. So that's one thing I always be very careful of, and be very, very mindful of hooking your keys on somewhere at the start of your hike, and don't just throw them into your bag. So that's that. Okay, let's go to the inside of the bag. So my rain jacket, always have a rain jacket with me, no matter what conditions. I have my hat. I normally, sometimes depending on how bad the weather's going to get, I might put 2 hats in, I'm not sure. Extra pair of socks. This was my lunch, very handy. It's my cook set. All depends what I'm bringing, what food I'm bringing, but the cook sets vary. That will go with that, and this will go with that, and that will go with that. So there is extra stuff in there that you would, some people who don't burn up coffee on the trail every time, it's not a normal thing to have inside in your bag. But for me, I always have a cook set in, because I'm always cooking on the trail. So that's this. So these bags. So I have power bank, very handy, small one. I actually got that in Lidl. It'll charge your phone once, but it's never let me down yet, and I have that, and it's very, very light, so I really like that. Always, even if it's a day hike, it doesn't make a difference, I always have my torch with me, my headlamp. Now this is the Phoenix head torch that I was given, and there's a review coming out on this soon, because I've brought it out on the trail a good few times and I'm blown away by it. But anyway, this isn't about this, but I always never go out without a light, ever, because always think safety before you do anything. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. Even if it's a lovely sunny day, you're going out for a hike, but better to have it and not need it, you know. What else in there? So I have just a light for the camera, and then there's my extra set of batteries. That's one. This is where, see, I need my bag is always full, because in here I have GoPro batteries. I have the Max lens mod that goes on the camera. Then some cables. So, and see, and the thing is, that's just small, because what I didn't bring with me this time is my drone. So on top of this, I could have my drone batteries, my drone, and my controller. So you can see how much stuff that I actually bring, and then that doesn't include the full setup that I'm talking into right now, and that's my my full camera setup. So to make the videos, I need all these. So put them to the side for a minute. I didn't bring them in the last hike, but they are often with me. Okay, that's that. What else? Always bring my Be Free, my water filter system, and I always have the tablets inside in here. I have a video up about that, about how I get my water and how I safely get water fresh. So that's my my Be Free. I have a review on that there as well. So that's that. And I have my Montane, just my my Montane puffer, but it's the hiking one, which has the air, we'll say, vent on the side, so you can actually hike with this, and it's actually, it leaves you sweat, we'll say. So yeah, that's that. So that's everything inside. Oh wait, oh sorry. Another one. How many is that? That's 4. My fuel from my alcohol stove, so that's there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Like, I honestly don't need that many. That's just ridiculous, being totally honest. But I often bring more, especially because my last hike was a group hike. I was carrying extra bars because in case people got hungry. It's my excuse anyway. So that's everything, I hope. Yeah, it is. Okay. So on the mesh on the outside, I just carry a seat always. Just very handy when you want to relax and have your cup of tea, but I always carry one of them and they weigh nothing, so like, why not have it? Doesn't make any sense not to have it. And nothing else there in the front. So the only pockets that are left are the waist straps. So I have a small little, very, very light and handy knife. My lip balm. I never use this, and the only time I use it is on the mountain, because with the cold wind straight into your lips, you have big cold chapped lips. So yeah, you've often seen me in the videos using that. Now let's go to the other one. It's another one. Yeah, and that's it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Who needs 6 of them? Now, so stuff that wasn't in the bag because I was using them that day was my waterproofs. They're filthy, so I didn't put them back into the bag because I wore them for the full day. So there's me waterproofs. And last but not least, the one thing I need to start doing is getting into the habit of bringing my hiking poles, because I don't use them a lot. And I think that comes down to the reason that I have my camera in my hand a lot. So having the actual poles as well, and then the camera, there's a lot of moving about and getting rid of them and whatnot. I could bring one, but they weigh nothing. So I'm going to strap these to the side of my bag from now on, even if I don't use them. And the reason for that is thick bog area, or they will get you out of a pinch if you are in trouble in the bog or slug raz or anything like that. So better safe than sorry. So I'm going to start packing these from now on. I don't mind the extra weight because it's a workout, so it'll add to it, and plus it builds me up for carrying the bigger bag for hiking. So yeah, so that's what I bring. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what I have in my bag, and if there's anything that you think I should have in it that I'm missing, please let me know. If there's anything that I could take out of this that you don't think I need, put it in the comments. Besides the 6 bars. Your bag should be 90% the same every time, no matter what the weather is. And it could change sometimes. It depends. If I'm going to a very well marked trail and I'm not too worried about navigation, I always have my navigation on my watch, my phone and the e-tracks. But if I was going to the likes of the Galties or Knockmeal Down and I was going off trail, I would bring a map and compass. Because I would highly recommend going out doing the mountaineering skills course just to learn map reading, because it's not as hard as you think when you actually go about and do it. So yeah, it's pretty bloody cool. So yeah, that's everything that I have in my bag. So yeah, look, I just said I'd show you because a lot of people have been asking, and it's a 30-litre bag. Yeah. That's what it is. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and yeah, if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye bye.